Well, hello once again, another math lesson. Thanks for tuning in to this wonderful math channel. And we're continuing with our same essential question, does order matter? And using the order of operations to simplify expressions. So we're really getting into the simplifying today. Now I want to remind you what our grouping symbols are. Most of the time you're going to see parentheses and brackets. Remember, absolute value can also be one. We're not going to cover any of those kind of problems today, and I don't believe I'll be putting any of those on the test or on the quiz. It's going to be a quiz after this is the last lesson, the last new lesson before the quiz. Then we'll be doing a review. So let's do some practice. I want to show you, here we have a little expression, and we have some parentheses, as you can see, nested inside another set of parentheses. So I'm going to highlight this set of parentheses in yellow so you can see that here we have a set of parentheses. Those are the two that go together. And let me highlight the other set. These two go together. Okay? So when you're looking to solve, I'm trying to find my pen here. When you're looking to solve an expression like this, you're going to look at the innermost set of parentheses first. In this case, that's our yellow set that I've highlighted. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve just what's in that set of parentheses. So we have 14 plus 4. Okay, we go like this. It helps to visualize it. I do not want you guys writing over here, 14 plus 4 equals 18, unless that's your scratch. No, don't do that, okay? Unless you're just using scrap paper, so don't do it by the problem. Have a separate piece of scratch paper or your calculator, do it on there. Don't list what you're doing in that way. I want you to use these little lines to show these are the two things I'm putting together in this case. So 14 plus 4 is 18. Okay, we have now solved everything inside these yellow parentheses. We don't need the parentheses anymore because we have a 5 plus out here, saying 5 plus 18. Now what I want you to do, instead of doing this stuff over here, a lot of people are doing this kind of thing over here. Don't do this. Copy down whatever's left. So I've got my 5 plus the 18. My blue parentheses, we still kind of need, okay? Because we've got something happening to the results of the blue parentheses. And what that is 19 is being added, okay? So let's keep it straight. Work inside each set of parentheses one at a time. So we've got the yellow, and if you have to, get some highlighters. If you're doing this on paper, do some highlighters so you can see easily which parentheses go together. So the innermost ones are 14 plus 4. They give us 18. Now we have 5 plus 18, and that is 23. And we still have our 19 out front. So let's see, 9 plus 3 is 13, right? And we have carry the 1, 2 plus 2 is 4. So our final answer is 42. Very simple. I know that was fast. Go back, rewind, and listen again if you're not quite sure what I just said. Oh, you know what else I wanted to show? Continue to do this line thing, all right? Showing that 5 plus 18 went together, and even right down to here, okay? The 19 plus 23 went together. All right, now we've got three numbers inside the set of parentheses here. Let me highlight again. Oops. There we go. Let me highlight again. We've got the outside parentheses here. I'm just making them blue. Okay. Doesn't matter what color, I just picked that. And the inside parentheses. Okay. When I highlight them, that means these are paired up. So in this case, again, we want to do what's inside the yellow parentheses first. This is the most inner. Now, but look at that. We've got two operations going on. We've got division and we've got addition. Now remember your PEMDAS. It applies even inside parentheses. So division comes before addition. So we're going to do this first. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now we're going to put our plus 2. We probably can hang on to our parentheses, the yellow ones, just to show that that is together. And don't forget to copy the 12 plus. Rewrite the entire expression every single time with whatever's left. Okay, we're simplifying it. Should get smaller. Should always get smaller. Smaller, smaller, smaller. Okay, now we're going to do what's inside there. 5 plus 2 is 7. And now we can get rid of that completely. Oh, by the way, why did I lose these blue ones? I didn't have to, but I also didn't need them either, did I? Really? They were there to fool you. They were just there to distract you. We really didn't need the blue ones. This isn't really that much of a nested one. All right, so we finishing this up, we combined our 5 and the 2, and we still have our 12 out front. 12 plus 7 is 19, and we're done. Woohoo! Rewind if you missed it. All right, one more before I send you off to do a little of your own. I won't send you alone. I will help you. Again, I'm not going to highlight them this time. We don't need to always keep doing that. I'm hoping by now you're getting it. But the inside one is right here. We're going to solve that one first. 9 plus 8 is 17. But wait a minute. Some weird stuff going on out here. Look at this. We've got this 8 in front of this parenthesis. What in the world is that doing? And then we've got 5 times. So I want you to know, when you see a number in front of a parenthesis, we are multiplying. So technically, there could be an X there, or multiplication in algebra is just a dot, okay? But if there's nothing there, that means it's 8 times whatever's inside, okay? So I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, this is 5 times whatever's inside this one. This X really wasn't necessary. It could have been written just like the 8 was. So we've got mixed stuff going on here. So I can recopy it. I'm saying 5 times whatever's inside that parentheses, okay, the 17. And then I've got that other set of parentheses still. I really haven't completely gotten rid of anything. 8 times the result of 5 times 17. So let me get out my calculator. I think it's 85. 5 times 17 is 85. Okay, 5 times 17 is 85. So I'm doing the multiplication here of 85. And I can get rid of all these parentheses at this point, or I could just keep those outside ones and leave the 8. Okay, because I could say 8 times 85. I could have written it like this. Either one is the same, okay? 8 times 85. That is actually a dot, not a minus. I know sometimes my dots look like minuses. All right, 8 times 85 is 680. Okay, moving on quickly. What should be done first in this case? Which operation should be done first? All right, now we are continuing with the same problem. You should have said division on the last question. Division was the first operation. So we are going to do that, all right here. So what is the answer to our division problem? All right, I'm showing you the answer to the division problem on this one. Okay, this is the same problem. We are taking it in steps. 12 divided by 4 was 3. We got rid of that parenthesis, and now we still have our 10 out in front, and we have our set plus 7 out back. Okay, what is the answer to the next step? What are we going to do next? And what is the answer to that? All right, continuing with the same problem. Let me just show how we've gotten here. Here's how we got here. We got the 12 divided by 4. We have the, I didn't write it, but we have the 10 plus 3, which is 13. And we still have 7. So what is the final answer? All right, let's take a look at this one. What should be done first? Tell me which operation should be done first. Look, we have a multiplication thing going on here. This is actually 5 times the results of this bracket, these brackets, these parentheses on the outside. So when we're all done, said and done, we're going to multiply by 5. That's the last thing. You tell me what should be the first thing. Okay, so the first thing was division. 16 divided by 4. That's how we got this 4 here. What's our next step? What's the next thing we're going to do? Notice I didn't get rid of any of the parentheses. We still have them. Okay, so I've done that for you. Let me show you how we got here. We got the 16 divided by 4. We've got the 4 minus 6 gave us a -2. That was the answer to the last question. What's the solution to the next step? So what is your next step going to be? Remember, we're still trying to get rid of parentheses. I'm still seeing lots of them. Okay, last, we have gone from here, reminding you, 16 divided by 4. or minus 6, and 10 plus negative 2. Last thing to do is the 8 times 5. Okay, 8 times 5. What's the final solution? All right, really fast, I want to show you what to do when we have exponents introduced to this whole thing. The process is the same. Look at the innermost parentheses and work from there, and always using PEMDAS even within those parentheses. So the first thing we're going to do here is 11 minus 3, which is 8. Notice we have whatever happens inside these parentheses right here, okay, is getting squared. So I've got an 8. I am going to square it. Okay, 8 squared. I want you to copy the plus 3. We're going to keep our parentheses because look out here, we have a minus 3 squared. Now, I could have worked on this in the first step, but you know what? I want to take it one step at a time right now while we're still learning how to do this. So the next thing we're going to do is 8 squared. Okay, we're going to work within the parentheses. We need to solve the parentheses first. Remember, PEMDAS, parentheses, and then exponents. So parentheses. 8 squared is 64. We still have our plus 3. I'm going to leave that inside parentheses. And we have our minus 3 squared. 3 squared is the next thing. We can, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, we can do this. We can get rid of our parentheses still. 64 plus 3, 67, minus 3 squared. Now what is 3 squared? 9. Oops, I forgot to show you that. There you go. 67 minus 9 is 58. Okay? And that line. Okay? Showing you as the steps as we go. Similar problem here. I'm going to skip it because we're going to run out of time. I want you to try one. All right. I want you to explain this one, not with words. Show your steps. Do it one step at a time. Very similar to the problem I just did for you. Okay. All right. Now I want you to tell me how you feel. You probably want more practice, right? That's probably a good idea. So our next lesson will be reviewing for the quiz. Go back, review, practice, and you'll do great.